Once again, I find myself making another video here in Paris without Felicia, because as I mentioned previously in other videos, she was unable to make this trip with me. So where in the world am I today? Well, as you surmised, I'm in Paris, but behind me is the Sacred Heart Basilica. In French, I believe it's Sacre Basilica, but as the ignorant American usually does, I'm probably screwing up that pronunciation. This basilica is located on the highest point here in Paris, and you can see there's a lot of steps in there, and we all know how much Felicia loves steps, so I think in honor of her, I'm going to walk up to the top there and see what the view is like. Well, after quite a few steps, I managed to make it here to the top. There is a funicular that you can ride up here. I'm not sure the hours that operates or how much it costs. I would have waited until we walked up here before I told Felicia about it, of course. So let me rotate around here. And as you can see, there's the basilica behind me. I believe it's free to get inside, so let's head over there and find out. As you can see, it was quite beautiful inside there. You know, as with most religious places, they don't want you talking while you're in there. So over here, I'd step outside here and in honor of Felicia, talk a little bit about the history of this place. They first started building it in 1875, so actually one of the newer places that's here in Paris. They finished construction quite a few decades later in 1914, and it was officially consecrated, I believe, in 1919. And then just a couple of years ago in 2022, it was designated a historic landmark or historic monument, something along those lines. As I believe I mentioned, it sits atop the highest hill here in Paris, which is Montmartre or something. Again, my pronunciation is always off. And I believe if I walk around the corner over here, I can look off towards Paris where I can actually see the Eiffel Tower and other areas. So let's head over there.
She share my dream, I hope that someday I shall home where I found the love to carry more than just my secret, to carry love, to carry children of our own, and we are still kidding with so in love and fighting again.
Well, I didn't quite find the view of the part of the city where the Eiffel Tower sits, because as one might expect, a lot of apartment buildings were built to be able to see that part of the city, so it does block the view from most of the streets. But make sure you wander around the streets outside of the Basilica here. There's a lot of quaint shops and cafes and things like that. So if you come at the right time of the day where it's time to eat, there's definitely some nice places around here. Supposedly, this is one of the best places in the city to watch the sunset. That's still a couple hours away, so I'm not quite sure if I'm going to stick around that long yet, but I might see if I can find something to eat before I wrap up this video. Well, I settled on a little cafe not far from the church where I had beef bourguignon and a large local beer. It was kind of funny. The waiter, when I asked him to recommend beer to me, recommended Brooklyn Lager, and I was like, no, I don't want something American. Just tell me what your favorite local beer is. So I don't remember the name of it, but it was very good. Not the cheapest place in the world, but I don't know if you're really going to find very much cheap here in Paris, but it's close enough here to sunset, so I think I'll stick around here for a little while and see if I can get maybe a time lapse or at least a couple good photos of the sunset. See you in a minute. Well, the sunset was a little underwhelming. I guess I could have figured this out ahead of time, but the steps in front of the Basilica here actually don't face the right direction to even see the sunset. You're just seeing the sunset over the city and the lights come on. I did a quick time lapse of it and I reviewed it a couple minutes ago, but I don't know. I'll throw it into the video just so y'all can see it, but this place isn't quite what I thought it would be. I mean, the place itself is amazing, but I mean, as far as for watching the sunset. So I think that about wraps it up for this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and ring that notification bell if you want to see what else we have coming out in the near future. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.